Hi guys, Shimmy here, back again with another update on the buddy build between me and Shawn over the scale model car channel. It's been a busy few couple of days for me, so I really haven't got much done to it. So today I got a wee bit of work done. Mainly the distributor cap was put in, and the leads and the main coil pack, that's what it's called. So they were 3D printed, keep it in camera. That wee black part there, let's take this off, it's not glued in place. Get a better shot at it. So all the leads are in and they're in their proper inlets. I toned down the exhaust an awful lot. I just thought they were just too yellow. The camera exaggerates it here, but it's a lot better than what it was. There is some blue with it. The camera isn't picking up for some reason. I did tone the exhaust back end down here as well. I made it too far with it, so I might have to touch it up again with a bit of black to stimulate suit. I started working on all the unions. There's two in place here. There's one in just the top of the block, and there's one wired in with the braided hosing just at the end here. So this whole engine is covered in them unions. There's about 20 or more. They're scattered all over the car, so I think there's about 6 or more, maybe 8 on one tray here. There are actually 10. About 10 or so on the one tray. So you have 3 trays, and they're all different shapes and sizes, so they're all done. 10 belts on, and alternator has to be painted up silver. Still to go with the CD boots, black again because there's a bit of overspray on them. Still to put those springs on as well. So I want to get all these here hoses put in place first and get them all glued up and what have you before I start putting the extra springs on, because one ain't just shooting off. Some of these wee springs are pretty small, and once they're gone, that's it. Good night. So it's starting to take shape. I did decide to keep those cam covers chrome. They're a bit dusty on it, so I clean them all, focus into the shell of the car or the frame. Excuse me. So Shawn, I have them sent out to you and all those distributor caps, what do you call it? The leads. So the leads, I think the leads are blue. It's up to what colour you want to paint them. It's up to yourself. And mine were orange, so I decided to do it in black. Overall, it's starting to look like an engine now. So it is. There's a few fuel lines that have to come out of the carb itself as well. I did repaint this. It was done like a gold leaf, I think it was, which was just too bright. So I toned it down and done it to brass, which looks a lot better, I think. This here wee nip at the end here, my finger is, there's a hose comes off it. Yeah, there's a hole somewhere else here. There's there. Just at the edge where my thumb is, there's a hose comes out of it, which corresponds with this job. I'll get it back in again. So there's a wee hole there. The hose comes out of, and then there's that nip I told you about a second ago. I'm not too sure what I run to, and I just yet. I'll have to double check. So I don't want to be gluing that in place because it'll be a bit awkward trying to get the hose on that wee job in the corner. Now there is 2 different types of hose thicknesses. But it's one's thin and one's thick. So that one I'm using now is the thin one, and there's the thick one. Not much of a difference, to be honest. So only time will tell. It was 5 flimsy this here, and you really need a sharp knife blade to cut this, other it's just going to thread at the edges. So it's a sharp knife you need to cut these, Shawn, what length it's calling for. Now, as I said there, because I painted it, let's give it a bit more stiffness. It kind of like conforms dull bends and so forth a wee bit easier, and it stays in them. As I said there a second ago, you go, it's threading there, because I tried to use a knife on it. It was like changing the blade. So you really need a brand new blade to cut this, Shawn. Otherwise it's all going to thread on you. Don't try and use scissors. It doesn't work. It's a blade you need. Right guys, out the head here. So it's a short update. Didn't get much done to the chassis. I mocked some of the bits and pieces up at the front here, like the suspension and stuff like that, down the disc. Disc isn't glued on just yet. Posable steering, as you would imagine, in this scale. Some of the mounts are in. These actually are the mounts for the engine, these two here. Those two wee cutouts you can see at the edge of those brackets. Oh, sorry guys, a bit bright on it there. Those two wee cutouts are like wee teeth. They actually fit in with the block here, just down below, as you can see here. There's one there, and there's one on the opposite side. So that just fits in that nice and neat. I've already mocked it and tried it all, so there's no messing about, like, so there's no. Right guys, I'm away. Don't want to start rambling too much, so thanks for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers who jumped on board there recently, and really do appreciate it. But that's my way, so speak to us all later. Shawn signing off.